Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Welcome to my channel, Helping Lesson at the Red Professor. Today lecture, I will tell the whole scenario about a country in typical ways. Means the foreign relations, the diplomacy parameters and measures through the resources. The natural and the human resources, both are so important. It means that in the political and global scenario, we see every country would like to access, would like to monitor, and would like to organize her interest. And these relations, the foreign policy specific segment, every country to play for the interests in the region and in the neighboring sites and even in the global scenario or global politics. Obviously, we see the resources are the blessing for any country, especially the natural resources. Now, when we see the word diplomacy, it is the secret and backdoor policy through which a country normalize and sustain the relation with that very country which is not the circle for the interest. Now, for example, there are hundreds of examples. In the case of CPEC, the China interest in the region, in the global status through trade, and it is the compulsion and it is the obligation for China, that is China plot and produce a specific land and sea route through the CPEC, and rest of the projects, the rest of the opportunities and advantages also attached with this CPEC project. It is not a road project. Rest of the opportunities in the sector of agriculture, industry, power sector, and employment, and even the in the case of the social development, all these subjects are included in the CPEC project. Okay, but now when we see in case of Pakistan, unfortunately we are not utilize our these sort of resources, human and natural, especially these resources can play very important and significant role for us in the neighbors areas in the region. And if a country is so sound and very capable to tackle and utilize and get the benefit of resources, then its impacts put on the global sector. Like as we see, our natural resources are enormous, but the government policy, the peace, stability, and the investors are not coming very well to catch out, to utilize, and get the benefits from these resources. Uh, for the conditions of these resources, the peace and stability is the first priority to take the opportunity. Unfortunately, we are not in proper position to sustain our peace in the region, in the country, in the internal security, and the political stability is also needed for the proper investing in the country. Then we will jump to the next level, and through this we can connect the noted countries in our region, in our country, for the investment. Like this, Pak India relations are very important for us because we are sharing the common border, and through trade, through stability, through the memorandum of understanding, and especially for the mutual interest and mutual confidence is necessary. and needed for the Pak India relation, then we can move to the next level. So, in this video lecture, I emphasize the resources which are the fundamental part of relation for any country, and even in diplomacy, like as in agriculture sector we can produce and we can fulfill our requirements, and then we can boost our exports to those countries which are lack of these agro products which we possess, which we have for the others. So there are dozens of sectors through which we can connect the world, and when we connect the world, then the people to people contact, it is very common exercise. The people visit to us our country for this purpose. The political and the security stability is very necessary for us. Thank you very much. Please subscribe.